Hog. Enorial Eight-Eye. The elf looks straight at you through the tangled hair falling over her hair. Hey, you're an adventurer, right? Seeking your fortune in the Stolen Lands. You aren't the only one of your kind here. Take my advice. Keep your eyes open and watch your back. Sometimes the ones who call themselves your friends are more dangerous than your enemies. Judging by the elf's voice, it's obvious that she started the day with a jug of wine. Who are you? The elf grunts. Honorial Eight Eyes. Once upon a time, I was a famous throughout Amsalon. Honorial Eight Eyes of the Reckless Six. Well, glory passes quickly. A few miserable decades later, and no one recognizes you on the streets anymore. What a shame. Would you like to join me? No. Got things to do already. You'd better manage on your own. I want to know more about the Pathfinder Society. What exactly are you interested in? What is the purpose? It's a school of adventurers. We search for those who are eager to test their skills, and we educate them to give them ideas about where on Golorian they might seek their fortune. They look for forgotten knowledge, secrets, and lost artifacts. They're explorers and pathfinders. We're sort of a mutual assistance club for adventurer lovers. We exchange experience, share knowledge, and keep careful records in case it proves useful to future expeditions. And also, we publish books for thrill seekers and bored urban teenagers from wealthy families. What kind of members does the society have? All sorts of adventurers. We have representatives from all races, religions, beliefs. The Grand Lodge in Absalon, but there are many smaller lodges throughout Golorian, and venture captains direct pathfinders to their goals from across all the corners of the world. There are many renowned heroes in the society, and many scoundrels as well. Those service to the society has brought them fame. Who does the society support? You mean, who does it serve? No one in particular. Pathfinders try not to get involved in the quarrels of others. They serve only the spirit of it. They only serve the spirit of adventure. Sometimes sometimes they happen to save the world. However, that does not mean they are no black sheep among the seekers. We'll talk about this later. Cool. I have to go. I also have to save. Thank you for your time. Wow.
All according to plan.
Boken. Show me what you have, Boken. Acid flasks. Potion of Blur. Alchemist Fire. Potion of Enlarged Person. Ito. Okay. Minute per level. Might be nice to have. Blindness. A wand of mage armor. 1 hour per level. Wand of snowball. What does snowball do? Oh, it's a D6. Oh, okay, cool. 50 charges. That's actually decent. Of transmutations in bodily poisons, part 2. Does this do anything for us? Hmm. Oh wow, Shield of Faith is actually pretty cheap. Alright, we'll buy 3 Shield of Faith. 2 Scrolls of Bless. I think that's all. Turn-based mode, hold, stop. You know, that would be really interesting to try turn-based mode. Wonder how that would turn out.
As it should be.
Alright. So we have to go and do some goodies here. I believe we will take everyone. Oh. Right. Boop, boop. Accept. Let's do deflection AC. Sense. It's basically like it's like having a ring of protection. So we have to somehow make it to the Thorn Ford. Random encounter. Random encounters. Jittery old man is in squaled clothing, shuffles up to you. His gray hair is unkempt, and he continuously clenches and unclenches his wrinkled, freckled hands. When he stops and looks up at you, his eyes widen and he tugs at his beard. Strange weather, invisible fog, creeping out of the woods, soars beyond the sky, obscures the sun and moon. Strange. The old man shakes his head, his eyes shifting about seemingly at random. I don't like this old man. Looks like the kind who can cast the evil eye. Huh, one more word and I'll kill you. Who are you? Remus. But that won't help with the fog. What are you doing here? I do nothing. Breathe, walk, observe. I see more than ever. I've never seen so much before. But someone must look. No one else can. Visible fog. Does that mean you can find your way through it? Fog is wrong. It hinders your legs, not your sight. I wish not to try. I should probably go. The old man stares at you intently. I gotta run. Have a great rest of your day. Hey man, thanks dude. I'll see you around. Thanks for stopping by. And also thank you for the raid. Also people, in the chat, check out Doomed Sheridan. If you guys out here wanting to know the know. Augers. Okay. My rival. Wait, you hasten. You should. Your rival wastes no time. He races, but in another direction. Yeah, man. Anytime, dude. anytime. He searches for power, he'll find it. You mean Tartusio? He's not tall, but he wants to climb high. Beside him are those who could stand against him, and might yet still. What power is he searching for? Someone else's, old, but forever young. That which was taken from another. That which gave joy, and now gives death. How can you tell where he is now? He is in an old tomb south of the trading post. Thank you. How do you know we're rivals? You can see, you can choose where you set your eyes, usually. But you can choose what they see. Okay. Once stolen, the land should be reclaimed. Once reclaimed, bound with the claimer shall it be. Bound, merged, joined by unbreakable ties. Claiming the land, claiming its pain, claiming its death. Fog. So, we actually figured out where this... we have to examine the ancient tomb. Tushio is, doing things. Or Pushio. Ancient tomb. Bogard hunting ground. Okay. I kind of like how they have like the map system in this game. It's really neat. Alright, enter the ancient tomb. Gonna go follow him. Stop him. Ow. They didn't take any of this stuff. A gnome in gaudy purple garb seizes your attention, of course. The scoundrel Tartusio, who you know from your time in Restiv. The vile gnome is standing on a small hill, expressing his discontentment in every way he can muster.
Let me guess, you're still dawdling. Should I make some tea in the meantime? Bake a pie, perhaps? Plant a small garden and harvest some cherries? Perhaps you'd be more comfortable wearing fool's caps and colored trousers. Then at least I'd be able to sell tickets. Come one, come all! Feast your eyes upon the slowest and the most ridiculous buffoons in Golorian!
Why hurry? The same end awaits us all.
Hold your tongue, gnome. I can hardly tell your twaddle from the buzzing of a fly.
Quickly now, if we don't find that artifact soon, someone else might seize it. Someone who's standing over there watching you right now, you fools!
Ah. Jathiel, isn't Tartusio's arrogance long past what you can suffer? I could find far better use for a companion such as yourself. Easy. Easy. The elf looks at you for a brief moment, then nods silently. She draws her weapon and eyes Tartusio coldly.
I see my magnificent rival will stop at nothing, even at stealing the servants of his enemy. Let us see if your fools are even more useless than mine. Draw your swords and cover my retreat.
Tushio's mercenary. Rage.
Tear them apart! A calculated risk.
Do not falter!
Boom! That's a home run. Yo, they just clapped Jathiel.
This will hurt.
We lost much time tracking the insidious Tartusio. Wait, what? No, give me the journal. Gnome sorcerer Tartusio. Our leader's rival for the Baron Coronet. Sure. Stolen lands. We lost much time tracking the insidious Tartusio. The bandits surely had time to disappear and cover their tracks. Oh, that's fine. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, we got a magic sword. Collect all. Collect composite longbow. Yeah, these are actually pretty good stuff. Alright, let's save game.
And Lindsay was called forth.
Ooh. The image carved on the stone has almost completely worn away over the ages.
Ask. The undead is such a frivolous term. I prefer immortal, eternal, everlasting.
Yes. Check out that. What's going on with this? Judging by the outline, the bas relief depicted the sun and moon now is completely eroded.
That is not far.
Ooh. Oh my. That. Oh, nice.
Follow my lead.
Ancient Cyclops token. Cyclops coin. Cool. Eh. Trickery.
Anything else?
Oh, 132 XP for that? Wow. Left all. Is that everything? Oh, scorched fragment of a necklace. Neato. Ready. Oof. Woof. How sweet the first breath of fresh air after the stale, damp stiffness of that tomb. Before us stretched an unending heath, replete with hills and gillies. The patches of low shrubs. Already, the trail of Tartusio and his companions have gone cold. Aha, but my nature, not pricked. I don't know. But we would not give up so easily, whether the trail went cold or not. It was one we had to follow. Succeeded. Thank God. No blade of grass was bent. It must have had enough time to straighten back up since whoever last passed through. But the heath's dry earth preserved the prints of our little shoes. Our eyes on the ground, we followed the trail. We walked and walked until finally we came to a huge gully and dried up in the dried up bed of river of yore. But what is this? At the edge, the grass was trampled down, and the soil trampled up. Claw prints, lots of them. We'd stumbled upon a fresh battlefield, and here the trail split. One set of footprints walked away from the battlefield and down into the gully. The brave footprints that faced down the enemies followed the path along this edge. Door. Easy. And here, the claw marks were not deep. The attackers were small and lean, and more, these creatures walked on two legs. Finally, the form of the prince left no doubt in our minds. It stumbled onto kobold lands. Discovered traces of a spell, apparently from the illusion school of magic, where the lonely trail descended into the gully. Kobold lands. Hey Cinder, what's going on, buddy? People, check out Cinder. He out here being a cool streamer. Thought I'd finally drop in. Nice. We're actually playing Pathfinder here. So this is gonna be an interesting game. Wait, what? So wait, what did we learn? Eh? Oh, thanks, buddy.
You know, I said we could only do that a couple of times.
We stood in a while. I thought only followed a single set of footprints down into the gully. Carefully studied the trail that led down into the gully. One set of footprints walked away from the battlefield and down into the gully. The brave footprints that faced down the enemies followed the path along its edge. The shoe prints turned into little... Oh, okay. So we need a... We discovered that the little shoe prints turned into the little claw footprints on their way to the gully. So we have to go to the gully. How are you doing, Cinder? Dragon Cinder. Examine the path that snaked along the gully. On the way down was steep, and it took some time to reach the bottom. Walking on the loose soil was difficult, but the clawed footsteps were easy to spot. The bottom of the gully went downhill, deeper and deeper. Finally, the footprints turned, whirled up the steep slope, and disappeared at the gully's edge. Couldn't but admire the animal agility and clever claws of the creature we were following. The slope before us was as tall as the two men and ended at a hanging crest. Climbing such slope would be no easier than climbing a sheer wall. However, a long, steady-looking root stuck out from the ground at the top. Ooh. Oh, thank you for Lindsay. Hey, that's good. What you been up to since, Hey, thank you for Thank you for wow. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. 3 tier 3? 3 no. Wow. Thank you. Okay. Choose character. Now you may think. After tugging on the root, Lindsay took a deep breath, grabbed it with both hands, and began the difficult ascent. Pushing with her feet against the slope and grabbing the root with both of her hands, and she climbed higher and higher. Only her heavy breathing and faint creaking of the root broke the deadly silence. Suddenly, dust poured down from the top of the slope, and the root began to slide from the ground. Keeping her wits, Lindsay shifted her weight to the legs and froze. After a tense moment, she continued her journey. And soon, as she reached the top of the slope, after catching her breath, she lay on the ground and offered her hand to help the next of us up. After climbing out of the gully, one by one, we easily found the clawed footprints again and moved forward. The air grew tense. We sensed that we approached our target, and our intuition proved correct. Thanks for D&D. Yeah, no problem. No problem, dude. I hope you guys are all enjoying it, so thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button to see more. If you want to see the next video, click the box above me.